we have not assessed that any group on the ground, whether it's ISIS-K or the Taliban, has the ability to attack the United States. Whoa. We clearly need to, sorry, that was an aggressive bug. We need to ensure that remains the case. Go ahead, Ashley.
Thank you. Going back to the president's meeting to the families at Dover yesterday, the sister of one of the Marines killed in the airport attack told the Post that the president's comments struck her family as scripted and shallow, and she said, quote, "You can't F up as bad as he did and say you're sorry. This did not need to happen, and every life is on his hands." So my question, can you talk a little bit about how the president thought the meeting with the families went, and also what responsibility, if any, for these deaths does he think he bears?
Well, I think the president made clear, as the Secretary of State and our National Security Advisor made clear, that we're all responsible, and they feel a responsibility, and the buck stops with the president. And I think you heard him say that on Thursday when he spoke to the loss of life of these servicemen and women shortly after it had happened. It is certainly the right of any individual who met with the president yesterday to speak publicly about their experience, but I'm not going to speak about the president's experience beyond what I've said already.
Following up, you mentioned that the president absolutely plans to stay in touch with those families. Is there the possibility he may attend any funerals or speak at any funerals?
Well, I will say what's important to remember here is that this is the worst thing that's happened ever in the lives of these family members, and last Thursday or Friday was the worst day of their lives. And what role the president plays or doesn't play is probably not front and center for them, but he's only going to do things that are of comfort to the family, are supportive of remembering the lives that have been lost, and he's going to continue to look for ways to do that. Go ahead.
I wanted to go to this New York Times report about the students from the American University in Afghanistan. The Times reported that they had been left behind and they were contacted apparently to try to get out, held in safe houses for a period of time, and then were told that the evacuation had stopped. And that separately, the university president apparently told these students and their parents that their information had been handed over to the Taliban, obviously to get them safe passage, which has not yet happened. But my question is, as this sort of draws down, don't we sort of owe a group like that, where we've given out their information, their passport numbers, their names, aren't we obligated in some way to ensure that they get onto these last flights, given the fact that the Taliban, soon after coming into Kabul, posed at the front of the university saying that this is where, the Americans trained people, and they're obviously threatened and scared by that.
Absolutely. Well, first let me say that there have been reports that we provided, or the U.S. provided, lists of people who want to leave Afghanistan to the Taliban. That's inaccurate.